welcome to the one-on-one with Kel Modupe.
That's why they close. They quickly take the uniform off because they are vulnerable.
There's no way, from the layman's point of view.
Thank you very much, to come and do their wire fell down and their what the R V in mafia manager called the R Capone the Titi Capi became a worse godfather than every other.
To TSL Nigeria and get updates on the go all day, every day. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on TSL Nigeria Space TV and join our online family.
Fake it till you make it is an English phrase which suggests that by imitating confidence, competence, and an optimistic mindset, you can realize this goes in your own real life. Now, the idea of faking it till you make it is a very controversial one, with some people seeing it as egotistic or just being inauthentic. Now, this mantra, we've heard it so many times over and over and over again, but it seems that the idea is being lost in translation. This morning, the ladies and I will be conversing on the very idea of faking it till you make it. Hi, my darlings.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
It's good to have you, Joanne, again.
I think we need to say something very important before we even go further. Now, on Thursdays, we're joined by a very beautiful woman, Rose Silver. She is brilliant. She's exciting. She's everything. And today is her birthday. Happy birthday to you, Silver. We love you. We appreciate you. We think you're an amazing person. And we can't wait to see all the amazing things that you do. Hopefully, you're not faking it till you make it. So let's get into this conversation. Joanne, fake it till you make it. Hi, Siam.
Okay, for me, I think if I want to define fake it till you make it, I'll go from the business angle.
Okay. Mama.
Okay, for instance, let me give you a scenario. I am an upcoming businesswoman and I want to partner with a firm. And the only way I feel they'll take me seriously if I fake it, if I make it look as if I have everything I want, so that they have that confidence in me that, oh, we're already partners, doing stuff with someone who knows what she's doing. So I'll have to fake it because I know where I'm going to eventually go to. But when it comes to your personal life, I feel it's not right for you to fake it because maybe that way you help us.
I'm saying you're saying that if you're going for a job interview or proposal or conversation, you have to look rich.
Not look rich. You have to look. When I say look it, you have to be confident. You have to appear. You're confident. You have to appear. You have everything in shape. You can handle everything. Just make it look as if you have everything under control. That's why
I say you look too expensive. We can't afford it.
Okay. For me, I see it from a two-sided point. Now, from the parts where people are abusing it, and from the parts where it's actually necessary.
Call out the abusers.
Now, for the abusers, people just are fake. They just the idea.
It's the way you said it. Now looked at me and rested your eyes. Ejiro, what's going on?
Don't worry. now when you portray a fake person and there is no picture in mind, and then you just it turns out that you are not faking it to make it. You're deceiving people.
Okay.
You're making people think that you are who you are not, and you're not doing anything deliberately to make sure you get to the place where you're going to. The idea of faking it till you make it is that there is a picture before you. You're trying to become someone, maybe a musician, top artist tomorrow, and then you try to package yourself so that whenever you come out, the people can respect you. People can look at you and say, okay, this one knows what he's doing. But there's people who go to the extreme where they fake everything, they lie about everything, especially the lying part. They just begin to lie about everything. They lie about what they've done. They lie about how they live their life. They lie about how they want to respond to certain things, and then people don't take you as a credible person that they can say, oh, this person is real. So that's the extreme. But for faking it till you make it, I believe that you can keep putting up yourself as a confident person, as someone who knows what he wants, and then until you get to that place, don't stop being yourself, because it's real. There's a picture before you. There's something you want to achieve.
Okay, so while I think I'm a little bit confused by a lot of the things you said, I'm going to go back to it. Now, the very idea of faking it till you make it, if you do any sort of research, you find out that it is actually a treatment in psychotherapy. Now, the ideology is based on something called as if. So if you act as if something is happening, and then that thing would happen. If you act as if you're confident, you might become confident. If you act as if you're happy, you could become happy. If you act as if you're a friendly person, you make more friends. But like in the present day dispensation where we are, when we think about faking it till you make it, we almost always think about packaging yourself to look a certain way. It's never really about you working on your mindset. It's mostly about the physical perception. So do you think the very idea of the business of fake it till you make it is lost in our age?
I think so, because the fake it till you make it thing, it's much more behavioral than materialistic. And it's also a form of cognitive behavioral therapy to solve lots of mental issues. So when you're saying fake it till you make it, it's not necessarily coming from the materialistic point of view. It's coming from that point where you're strategically positioning your feelings and your emotions, towards being a better person in behavior. Take, for instance, somebody that is less confident. You walk into a room, and you're less confident. You try to put up a smile. You try to act like a confident person, and that way, when you begin to act that way, there are certain messages that your brain begins to accept, and your body posture starts oozing that person that is confident. But at the long run, based on times and seasons, people tend to fake it wrongly. Actually, you can fake it wrongly. That is when the motive is lost. If you start taking materialistic things, you want to look like you have the best car, you're borrowing somebody's car, and you're driving someone's car. You just having those things out there. And these days, I'm coming to the lying part now. When the motive is wrong, about faking it until you make it, that is when you start missing it. If you're faking the behavior to become a successful person, you act like a successful person, you read book like a successful person, you think like a successful person, you talk like you confess like a successful person, there is every tendency that these things becomes your reality. That is why you talked about the theory of as if. So you become it, first of all, because you have to believe that you are it before you become it. That's the fake it till you make it. It's way more behavioral. But in our age, people feel like you must have this. So fake it till you make it. Wear human hair then when you don't have the money. Live in a big house when you can't afford the means. So I think the purpose of fake it till you make it has lost its originality, because it's way more behavioral than materialistic.
John, would you like to add something to exactly what she said?
You see on social media where people are exposed, fake life, they're drawn down by people, like one who saw the girl had to go to a house that was not hard to pose, and later she was exposed. I feel all are involved in what she just said, this materialistic aspect. When now people hear fake it till you make it, it tends to go about the materialistic aspect of it. You don't want to go to the behavioral aspect. Someone once said, you don't fake it till you make it, you fake it until you become it. If I want to be confident, I have to fake it until I am really confident. That's what they mean by fake it till you make it. But nowadays, our youth, I think they've lost the real meaning of fake it till you make it. People want to, when you say fake it till you make it, I want to fly Dubai every day when I don't even have the money to actually live that kind of life. So according to what Nike said, people have lost the reason behind fake it till you make it.
Okay, but let me just play devil's advocate really quickly, because I feel like when we have been speaking about the negative aspects of faking it till you make it, we all went to the extreme. We talked about living in houses that you couldn't afford. You talked about wanting to go to Dubai when you can afford to fly to Dubai. But let's come down to the basic necessities. Now, you hear advice, people give advice like, when somebody asks you if you can do a job and you can't do it, say yes first, and then go and find out if you could do it later. Now, you say yes first. Have you not already lied?
You've lied.
If we're looking at fake it till you make it in the career aspect, and we'll have that advice, they say when somebody asks you to do something, you first say yes, I can do it, and then you go home and figure it later. We also have career advice telling people to dress for the job that you want. Maybe you were employed as a front desk officer and you want to be a member of the board, or you want to be an executive, so you have to start wearing good-looking suits. You start dressing like all the other executives in the office and hope that they will notice you and say this person is presenting himself. But are those not lies?
Fake it till you make it it's not a call to actually fake your work. For instance, what you said, it work. If I have an idea about that work and I know how it runs and I know everything about it, I can actually say yes because I believe in myself that I can actually carry out the work. But you don't
believe in yourself that you can carry it out, and knowing that you can carry it out at different things. It's like I come to you and tell you that, oh, I'm looking for an event planner for my wedding. Now, all your life you have been a tailor. You've never planned even a birthday party. And you're like, I don't want events now. I mean, I know where I go run now. But you've never done an event before. And this is a real life example of when somebody asks you if you can do a thing, you say you can do it, and then go and find out if you can actually do it. So if you're trying to strategically place yourself for maybe a better gig or a higher paying job, when you know that you've not gathered the capabilities to actually do it, is that not just flat out lying? That's my question.
Okay, I think there's first things first. Faking it till you make it, it's not a yardstick for you to try out new grounds that you've never tried out. First things first, you must go do your homework. Do you understand? If you cannot do something, don't put up people's hope and say that you can do it. You may have an idea, do you understand, and come out through. Because the whole idea of fake it till you make it, it's not to lie to people, it's for you to be authentic, because at the end of the day, you're putting up a track record. If you pick up this job and you come to say that you can do it, and at the end of the day it's a flop, you already have your reputation preceding towards other people, and say that girl, not go meet her more, she will just flop your work. So the idea of fake it till you make it, it is not for you to, start putting yourself on fields that you've never really tested. Do you understand? It's for you to believe in what you can do and put yourself out there and say, I can do this thing. Even if I am not experience. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in fields that you don't have zero experience, don't try it. Go learn about those fields. Don't do tested waters with people. Go learn about it.
I want to come in and say that many people have tried from doing something they don't have any experience on, but just trying out for the first time. Now, what happens most times that I believe is that people like to take steps, irrespective of whether they know it or not. All they actually need to do is go out there and find out who can do this job and pay the person to do it. So the idea of saying, yes, I can do it, is the fact that you've build confidence to yourself to an extent that you say, there's nothing I can step out there and try to do that I will not achieve. The idea of faking it till you make it is, first of all, like we've been saying, it's a psychological thing. If your mind has been built to an extent, you've built confidence, you put goals and certain reach, and then an opportunity comes in. Joyce, someone tells you, can you travel to Dubai and cover something for me? You will go and do it.
You can't say that cover something for me. It's already my job. It's a thing that I already know how to do. I'm giving you instances of things that you can do. You're saying that if you set your mind in confidence that you can do something, there's nothing that you can't do. You can't deliver a baby. You can't do open brain surgery.
You will not say you walk.
I'm just saying that the ideology that if once you just have the confidence that you can do it, that you can do anything, is not true. Because there's literally things that you cannot do. No matter how much you say, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. If you do not have the expertise to do it, you cannot do it.
I think fake it till you make it, the whole theory, it's not for you to be unrealistic. It's for you to accept things that you can do, things you can work on, new levels you can break into, new grounds that you want to test what is in. Taking, for instance, the event planning thing, you might necessarily don't know how to do it, but you believe in yourself that you can pull in the connection, you can pull in people that have the expertise, you can pull in professionals into this field, and you will deliver very well. That is where the confidence comes in. But you doing the job on your own, I don't feel you should take it up. But if you know you believe in the fact that you can pull in professionals to do this job, you would pull it in, and you get your money paid. That's what many people do.
So our understanding of fake it till you make it is just street smarts.
No, that's not completely true of faking it till you make it.
Because what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to just make it seem really clear that the entire ideology of faking it till you make it, the entire thing is a gray area. Because your version of faking it till you make it probably is not somebody else's version.
That was what I was about to say.
There's this one guy that wanted to get paid more in gigs that he did. I think he was an interior decorator or something. And so he cleared his account to buy a car. Now, a lot of people would say that you can't afford, because I've heard somebody say, I think our boss actually said that if you money to buy something and you do not have double of the amount to replace it if it goes missing in like 1 week, then you can't afford it. People will tell you that if your 2 months or your 3 months salary does not cover your rent, you can't afford that place. You should live someplace else, right? Now, so a lot of people will say that that was a really stupid move. Like, if you clear your account to buy a car, what are you going to feed on? But this guy has testified that since he got the car, since he started going to meetings and dropping his car key on the table, when he drops prices, they don't argue with him. Before, when they see him come down from a cab or come down from keke, they price him down. But when they see him drop his car keys and drop his iPhone close to the car key and drop a few more things on the table and he's talking and he hits his Rolex is on the table, when he drops his price, they're like, yes. This one knows what he's doing because of the look that he has put up. But he took a very big risk of getting something that he cannot afford.
I think for this particular person, he weighed the pros. The pros were way more than the cons. And in this business of interior decoration, perception is everything. It's what you're selling to your client. That is what they will perceive you as somebody that know what he or she is doing.
Perception.
Yes. So
in this
particular one, I think perception is way more higher.
Yeah, right? I think we have some comments.
We have a couple of comments, like so much.
Okay.
All right, so we have Charles. He says, good morning, TSL family. Now, his first comment is, you don't need to fake it to make it. It's deceit and uncalled for. The day I find out it's a lie, it's off with whatever we have or are. I prefer to be natural because there is dignity. There's no dignity in being fake. You need to see people borrowing just to buy things that they don't need, to impress people they don't like. And to make it worse, most times they are not even noticed. And he also says, behaving is different from looking it when you are not. And then he says, go to Lekki and you see the real fake it till you break it.
Leave my Lekki people alone.
Makinde says, good morning, ladies.
Morning, Makinde.
All right, that's it.
Okay, amazing. Our time is going to be fast spent, so we have a few minutes on the clock, and we have to decide. I'm going to go around and ask this question. Joanne, do you believe in fake it till you make it? Do you support it?
Like I said earlier, when it comes to business angle, I'll totally go for it because there's a saying that says dress the way you want to be addressed. So I believe in business, there's a certain steps you have, certain things you have to do to make people really take you seriously. Like what you said about that interior decorating guy. So when it comes to business, I'm totally up for it. I'm not saying you should fake it that you have this big company. No, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going to. So you have to have that confidence. You have to build this confidence. Let people know that when you're in a business relationship with someone, let them have this confidence that you can actually deliver your work. So I go for it. But when it comes to personal life, I don't believe in faking.
But look at this fine line. Now, I saw an article on Forbes that says that in business, you can fake confidence, but you should never fake competency. Okay. But you're saying that you support fake it till you make it in business in entirety. So are you referring only to the look that you put up or the competencies? You see people lie in their CVs every day, competent in Microsoft Word, Excel experts, knowledge of Canva, proficient in, do you understand? To make your CV look good. That is business. That's trying to get a job.
You make it honestly. I believe in honesty. Faking it doesn't mean I will not tell you I can do something I can't do. No, I don't go for that. I'm saying when you fake it, like what we said earlier, it comes with this mindset. You have to have this mindset that this is where I want to be from the next 5 years. This is where I'm going to. So you have to work towards it. And working towards it means you have to work on yourself. So if, for instance, I naturally can't face the crowd, when I'm going for business meeting, I have to make sure I look confident. I have to behave that I am confident. I know what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to see. There's nothing like honesty. I believe in honesty because when you fake what you can do and I later find out, there's no way I will have that believe in you. I want to pull out because you are not truthful. When I'm saying faking it to me, I don't mean you should be dishonest about what you do. No, I mean you should be confident. You have work on your mindset. Have this mindset that okay, in the next 5 years, this is where I'm going to be, and you work towards achieving it. That's what I mean when I say fake it till you make it. So I'm not talking about it. There's nothing like honesty when it comes to business. So you should be honest in everything you do. when I say fake it till you make it, like I said earlier, you have to work on yourself, your mindset, and everything regards to that.
So faking it till you make it to you is just working hard for stuff and hope.
Working hard, and then faith. Let me come to the Bible.
Faith
without work. It doesn't. When you have faith, it goes with work. So when I'm faking it that I have this business, the way
what you do at that time.
Yes.
Yeah.
How you go about it. That's what I'm trying to say now.
Aspire to perspire. Okay. So Neki, so do you agree with fake it till you make it? Do you subscribe to it, and would you do it?
Yes, it depends on the perception you want to create, and it depends on what you have in mind. Now, the problem a lot of people have is they fake material things. Do you understand? I might not appear confident, but I can tell myself from where I am to the place I'm going to that, Neki, you're confident. Neki, you're confident. Neki, you're confident. And by saying that, my body posture begin to adjust to what I am saying. Now, in my saying it, the low confidence in me is reducing. That was why I said it is a lot more behavioral than material. A lot of people come from the angle of fake it till you make it, from the materialistic part. That is why they miss it, and that's why at the end of the day they say when breeze blow, found should go open. At the end of the day, you discover that, oh, why this person is so fake. The person is so fake. So what were you trying to create? It's way more behavioral. When you're telling a part of success, when you start off immediately, you're scared. Do you understand? But you keep telling yourself, I'm successful. You think like it, you act like it, and you become it. And so fake it till you make it. I am coming from the standpoint of your behavior.
Okay.
I'm coming from the standpoint of I can be a better person. I can spend well. Maybe I'm not spending well. I'll tell myself, you have to learn how to spend well. You
can't learn it, Lord.
You have to learn how to spend well. You have to learn how to spend wisely. And from saying that, I start seeing areas in which I'm releasing money unnecessarily. It is behavioral. I tell myself, I can't have fake friends. I can't have fake friends. What are the characteristics of fake friends? I can't have fake friends. I start looking at it. And that way, I'm strategically positioning my emotional mind, to become a better person. But people motivation or fake it till you make it is a whole lot more materialistic, and that is why they keep getting it wrong. And at the end of the day, it's short-lived for them.
So for you, if it's not behavioral, it's wrong.
Yes, it has to be behavioral.
I don't know why you smiled like that.
I'm gonna say that when you go out and you say I want to fake it till you make it, it's a perspective, it's a picture you have in mind. There's something you have in mind that you want to achieve. So putting that picture before you and you're saying this is who I want to be, you begin to adjust yourself to that kind of lifestyle. Now you begin to say, okay, I may not afford to buy the best shoes or the best bags or the best, but and there's a way I want to look from now on, because there is a picture before me that I want to achieve. So you keep putting those pictures before you, and then you keep acting that way irrespective of circumstances. Then when you see opportunities coming, you begin to cash in on those opportunities. That's because for me, there's a goal in mind. There's something you want to achieve. You're not trying to distract people. You're not trying to say, oh, this is how I want to be. I'm trying to lie about it. No, but you have a picture in mind. You're saying, I know I can't do this thing, but how can I make it work? These are the things you have to put yourself in front of. So before you say, I fake it, you make it, have a focus, have a mindset, have something that you're working towards.
Aspire to perspire at its finest. And at this juncture, we're going to bring a close to the show. It's been amazing. I love my co-host. You guys are so motivational and encouraging. It just makes me feel like we should all write books, especially Neki. We should come together and write a book. Personally, I believe that the idea of faking it till you make it is a great area and is entirely amoral. Now, amoral means that something is neither moral or immoral. It's somewhere in the middle. It's your perspective of it. Like Neki said, if you want to adjust your behavior, faking it till you make it is one way to go about it. You think you're confident, you pretend to be confident, and you do it. Scientists have said that there's something called a feedback loop. It's when your behavior and your brain sync, and what you're behaving like, your brain decides to actualize it. It's called a feedback loop. It's a real thing. It happens. But yeah, it's amoral. If you feel like you have to look away to get a gig, look the way. If you feel like you have to act away to get a gig, act away. It depends on the goal you're looking to achieve from everything that you're doing. My name is Joyce Chicks.
My name is Neki Moyo.
Now I'm Joanne Gigwit.
And Adru Omoyege.
It's been lovely once again having you. Enjoy the rest of your day and good morning.